What's going on, everybody? UFC Fight Night, the fight of the ages, the fight of the year, the fight of the fucking decade. Khamzat Chimaev and Duplesis goes down this Saturday. It's Thursday. I recorded my early picks video, but some weird shit happened with the fucking files and stuff, and it ended up getting corrupted, so I'm just going to get you guys with the full final picks and bets. I would usually do an early picks, especially for a pay-per-view, especially for one of this magnitude, but the fucking video cut out and it was almost a 50-minute video, so I'm getting this video in. It's going to be just as in-depth, don't you guys worry. And we're going to get into the bets as well. I will not forget about those. And yeah, let's get right into it, man. We're going to do the prelims because they have some fights on here that the UFC site doesn't have, because the UFC site's a fucking billion-dollar company for no reason. But yeah, we'll do the prelims on Tapology, and we'll do the main card on the UFC website. Straight into this fight, guys. I would have gone Kareem Silva to beat JJ Aldridge in the canceled fights. But let's get right into this fight in the opener of the card. Guys, I'm going Ali B. Idris to beat Joseph Morales in the opener of the card by round 2 knockout. And I think it's going to be a right hand, like a flying knee into a right hand type of KO. Alibi is a much more of a finisher than most of these Kazakh and Chechen, all these freaking Dagestani style wrestlers, inbred wrestlers. A lot of them, they're really good. They're all very, very technically skilled, but they don't get finishes. Alibi, he gets a lot of finishes. I think most of Alibi's wins are by finish. I think he has like 2 decisions or something in his career, 3 decisions maybe. Oh no, 4 decisions, 4 knockouts, 1 sub. So he has more wins by finish than he does decision. And I think this one, I can see a submission because Joseph Morales really, really badly robbed the guy he fought on the Contender Series pretty bad. Or not on the Contender Series, on Tough. I'm retarded. But, I think Alibi Idris is just going to be too much in the grappling and the wrestling and the IQ. I think Alibi's going to be way faster and more athletic. And I think Alibi's going to be winning minutes and then catch him. I think he's going to be winning like a couple minutes, then like Morales will land in a couple occasional punch. I think Alibi will take him down whenever he wants. I know Davison Figueiredo slumped this guy stiff, and he was a former UFC fighter. He does have that UFC experience. He's been here before. But I think Alibi Idris, his time is now. And I think he's going to be 11-0 come Saturday night. I think this is a pretty easy win coming for Alibi Idris. Moving on up the card. Edson Barboza, Part 1. Rodrigo Cesnianato takes on Danny Donchenko. Guys, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to get fucked on my Tough picks because I've not been watching Tough. I think Alibi Idris is going to win pretty confidently because I did a little bit of tape on him. Have not done much of the tape on this one, though. Not really. Like, Rodrigo won his last fight by knockout, and that was a pro fight. And this is his next pro fight upcoming. I think he can do good, but I think he's gonna do well. You know what? I feel like he's gonna get a belt, or not belt. I feel like he's just gonna win this one. I just saw the belt in his picture. I feel like he's gonna win this one. Do I trust this Brazilian? How old is this guy? I don't even know. All right, whatever. I'm going to go Danny Donchenko to win this one by 29-28 decision. Actually, I think Danny Donchenko, all of his wins are by finish. No, he has 2 wins by decision. I'm going to say he beats Rodrigo Cesnianato by decision, 29-28, after a pretty great scrap. I actually think they're going to beat the shit out of each other. They're fighting for their careers, so yeah, man, I think they're going to go all at it, and I think the Ukrainian's actually going to be one that comes out on top. Give me Daniil Donchenko to win that one by decision at 170 pounds. Moving on up to the 125-pound women's division. Deon Barboza takes on Karine Silva in the opener, or not in the opener, but in the last fight of the early prelims. I'm going to be going, this fight's actually pretty close. I'm going to give it its credit. This is a good women's fight. It's two really, really high-level grapplers in women's MMA, but two that make mistakes on the feet. And I've learned my lesson, man. I'm not going to take the underdog in Dione Barboza. I'm going to take Karine Silva to win this one by decision, unanimous, 29-28. I think she'll be a bit better on the feet. I think she'll be a bit better on the ground. Dione Barboza's really only chance to win this one is by like a submission, or I can see Dione Barboza, because she's a lot more physical, catching Karine Silva on the feet. But her fight with Ernesto Katakay, I didn't even think she won. And I thought Karine Silva did really well in almost all of her fights. Just looked like shit against Viviane Araújo, but sometimes you shit the bed. I'm not going to shit on her for one performance. I'm going to say Karine Silva gets it done by split decision 29-20, or unanimous decision 29-28. Maybe I pick Dione Barboza, though. I don't know, man. Moving on up the card. Nursultan Black Ruziboev takes on Brian the Butcher Battle, and I think this is going to be a good fight, man. I think this is going to be a good-ass fight. I think there's a massive chance Brian Battle can win this one. I think this fight is going to be extremely close. And, Ruziboev is way bigger. He's got the athleticism. He's got the power. And he's a middleweight, dude. Brian Battle's moving up from welterweight after his last weight miss against Randy Brown, in which a fight that a lot of people didn't think he won. I thought he won pretty clearly, but dude, I'm actually going to be going with Brian Battle. I'm going to lean Brian Battle's way, and I think he's going to get this one done by a split decision, 29-28. I think Ruziboev is going to shit the bed in the first round. I think he's going to drop Battle or hurt him really bad and shit the bed. I think he won't get Battle out of there, and I think Battle will work his way back in with body shots, clinch work, and I think he'll actually start to get takedowns on Ruziboev, because Battle's got he's got a massive cardio advantage going into this fight. Ruziboev, after the first round, drops off like a cliff. His finishing ability is gone after the first round, and Dustin Stoltzfus was giving this guy real problems. I'm going with Brian Battle to lighter man's skill his way to a decision. I think Ruziboev's tough. I think he'll take some heavy shots. But I think Brian Battle will get it done, man. I think he wins this one quite easily, man. I think Brian Battle will win this one. Not easily. I think it'll be a hard-fought decision. But I think after the second round, Battle will kind of cruise. Like, you'll know, oh, yeah, Battle's going to win the decision. Moving on up the card. Edson Jr. Barboza takes on Drakkar Klose. Dude, I can see why Drakkar Klose is the underdog. And I'm going with Edson Barboza now. But if you were to ask me this fight literally a week ago, I would have picked Drakkar Klose by knockout. I think Drakkar Klose has a massive chance to win this fight. But his best wins don't equate to Edson's best wins. Edson's been fighting at a lower frequency weight class for a little bit now, and that's going to help him when it comes up to lightweight, when he's going to look in prime form. I have a feeling I'm going to be picking Edson by switch kick to the body KO in round 2. I think he's going to KO Drakkar Klose with a body shot. Two of Drakkar Klose's losses are by KO, one of them by decision. I think he lost to David Tamer, by decision. And yeah, man, Drakkar Klose is a good fighter. He's got wrestling as well. I think he's going to take down Barboza in the first round. But I think Barboza is going to get him with a toes pointing into the body type switch kick, and I think it's going to be very nice. I think it's going to rock Drakkar, and I think Barboza is going to finish with a knee to the body or something, or an uppercut to the body, something to the body right after. I don't think he's going to kick him once and fold him over. But yeah, man, moving on up to the card, up to the next fight on the prelims. Chase, I Can't Stop Gooning Hooper takes on Alexander the Grade A Hernandez, coming off of a 2-fight robbery streak. This is brutal. And I bet on both the guys he beat. Fuck out of here, Hernandez. Fuck Anthony Hernandez. I'm going Chase Hooper by round 3 submission. I think he's going to submit Anthony Hernandez in the 3rd round. I think Hooper's going to do really well. I think he's not going to goon as much. We are going to dominate Anthony Hernandez this Saturday. And Chase Hooper, I think he's gonna really easily win this fight, but I think the odds are a bit whack. I think minus 290 is a bit crazy after watching Chase Hooper's last fight over Jim Miller. Anthony Hernandez is a younger Jim Miller, and he just beat Jim Miller like not too long ago. It was 2 years ago. Holy fuck, my fucking time passes quick. But I think Chase Hooper's going to be so much better on the ground, and I think that grappling will tire out Alexander Hernandez, kind of make him very, very labored, and I think there's going to be a point in the fight where Chase Hooper's going to be up 2-0, and Hernandez is going to be like, oh, fuck this shit, and then Hooper's going to get an arm triangle or a rear naked choke submission. I'm saying Chase Hooper wins this fight by submission with a rear naked choke. I'm going to say he takes the back of Hernandez in the 4th or in the 3rd round. 4th round, fuck is this, main event. I think he's going to take Hernandez's back and slip the choke. I think round 3, Hernandez is going to be tired. I think there will be a point where Hernandez hurts Hooper on the feet, not too badly, but goes for it and kind of fumbles a big moment. Like he rushed when he shouldn't have rushed. Like he thought Hooper was as hurt, but Hooper wasn't that hurt anyway. And I think Hooper will get the takedown and get the round 3 submission. Moving on up the card, Lupita Godinez takes on Jessica Andrade, and I see a lot of people picking Andrade as an underdog. I can see it. I can really see it because Natalia Silva and fucking Jasmine Jasdovicius are not bad losses at all. Those are literally the 2 best women's strawweight or flyweights, and I think this fight's at strawweight. So I can see Andrade winning. I can see Andrade bombing her chin badly because Lupita is very hittable. I can see Andrade kind of overwhelming her, bro. But it's just Andrade at this point in her career is such a bomb. Such a bomb. She beat Tabitha by split. Elise Reed by sub. Such an ass win. Verna Jandaroba beat her. That's not a bad loss, though, either. And Mackenzie Dern beat her, which is a kind of, it's a cooked loss. Fuck, dude. I kind of want to take Andrade. Fuck it, I'm going to take the favor. I'm going to go Lupita Godinez to win this one by split decision, 29-28, where she gets rocked badly on the feet multiple times, but keeps getting takedowns. And I think when she gets takedowns, Andrade won't get back up. I think Andrade is cooked on the ground. And yeah, man, her career is just at a standstill right now. And if she gets this win, maybe she's turning it all around. But yeah, man, moving on up the card to my boy, Beisangar Sursakayev takes on Eric Nolan. If you guys didn't know, Beisangar just fought on the Contender Series and cashed me out. Bet on him by finish, and he won the fight by first round knockout. I knew he was going to win by knockout. I should have put by knockout. But it was only a minus 105 to minus 150 difference. So I didn't really give a shit. But yeah, man, moving on up the card. Or not moving on up the card, but moving on to this fight. Dude, I'm going Beisangar by flatline KO in the first round. Eric Nolan's cooked. I don't know who Eric Nolan is. Maybe he's good. Maybe he's a grappler. He's on a 5-fight win streak. Decision, KO. So, okay, he's a striker, I think. He's got a lot of wins by knockout. He is a big guy. But I think Beisangar is going to knock him out cold. I think he's going to get... I know he's never lost by TKO or a finish. Oh, no, he lost by submission. Yep, to Blaine Richards. I think Beisangar can sub him. Beisangar is training with Khamzat Chimaev, and he must have some grappling. Unless he's getting fucking raped by Chimaev in the training room. But I bet you Beisangar's doing pretty good in the training room for himself. 9-0, and I'm going Beisangar Sursakayev by flatline KO in the first round. Actually, I'm going to say second round. I'm going to say he actually hurts this guy early. I'm going to say Eric Nolan's pretty tough. Takes some shots, but gets fucking melted eventually and TKO'd. I think Beisangar Sursakayev is going to win this one pretty easily. And, man, I think he's going to cash me out 2 times in a single week. Ridiculous 4-day turnaround for Beisangar. Not even worried for him. Just finished Murtaza Talha and fucking 3 minutes. Like, he did it easily with front kick to the body. I think Besengers or Chiaev wins this fight very easily in the first round or second round. I think he just melts Eric Nolan as the time goes on. Nighttime is a pretty good nickname, though. And, yeah, man, moving on up the card, I think to one of the greatest middleweights of all time, one of the GOATs of the era, Gerald Meerschaert, taking on Hussar Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I think Mikhail Oleksiejczuk's good. He's got talent. He's dangerous. He's got the pressure. He's got the power on the punches. GM3 Masterclass incoming, buddy. Oh, buddy, you guys thought I was picking McCall? Oh, hell no. You thought this guy because he's training with the Fighting Nerds? Oh, hell no. This guy about to get GM3'd. You see this? It's going to be all up in his head. GM3 is going to submit McCall Oleksiejczuk, in my opinion, by a second round arm triangle submission. McCall is just butt cheeks on the ground. I know GM3, there's a point where you got to stop trusting the guy in his career. Bro, McCall is a victim. I'm telling you, this guy's a fucking got subbed by Kevin Holland. You thought we forgot about that, buddy? You got your arm broke by Kevin Holland? Buddy, you're getting cooked. I think GM3 is going to get rocked early, come back, and submit Mikhail Oleksiejczuk in the second round. I think if GM3 gets two or more takedowns, rip McCall and I think if he gets one, maybe he'll submit McCall. I don't care if you train with the Fighting Nerds, you're not just going to be a magical grappler because of it. Your grappling's proven to be shit over and over and over again. I'm going to be going with the far better grappler that fucking went 3 rounds with Reinier de Ritter. I'm going with him to win. And he lost to Brad Tavares by decision. McCall's not going to decision you. McCall's going to crash forward. This fight is not going the distance. I am going to say Gerald Meerschaert. And if it does, it's going to be because Meerschaert is the one taking him down. I think Meerschaert's got too many ways to win, and I think he's got that crafty vet experience. I know McCall's a crafty vet as well, but just has not had the same level of fights as Gerald Meerschaert. And dude, I think Meerschaert gets this done by sub. Give me late round 2 sub. Arm triangle. And the last fight on the fucking prelims. Damn, it's a bad picture. Bobby Green. Moving on to this one. Bobby Green is going to get limped out cold, in my opinion. Diego Ferreira's 40 years of age. But I'm going to go Bobby Green to get flatline KO'd in the first round. I think it's going to be a brutal KO. I think Diego Ferreira's going to kill Bobby Green. I think Bobby Green's going to have a good first round. Kind of outpointing Diego. I think once Diego starts to mix in his wrestling and his takedowns, and Diego never really loses to strikers anyway, but I think he's going to get caught a couple times by Bobby. Bobby's being the faster guy. He's a bit younger. It's very rare that Bobby Green's a younger guy. I think he's going to land some hard shots on Diego Ferreira, but I think there's going to be one point where Diego Ferreira is going to clip Bobby Green out cold, stiff. I think Bobby Green's chin is made of paper, and I think he's going to drop him so badly out cold, it's going to be insane. I think Bobby Green's getting folded. I think he's going to do really well in the boxing, get confident in his hands, and get chin because of it. Diego Ferreira is so dangerous. He's never really lost to a striker. Gregor Gillespie out-grappled him. Mateusz Gamrot out-grappled him. Grant Dawson out-grappled him. All of his losses are by being out-grappled or by being TKO'd on the ground. No one just fucking knocks Diego Ferreira out unless you're Dustin the Penis Poirier. But before this, Diego Ferreira was a finisher, bro. I'm going Diego Ferreira by finish. Flatline KO. Yeah, man. I think he gets it done brutally and viciously on Bobby Green and ends his night in the first round. At a 40-year-old, at 40 years of age, I think he's going to sleep Bobby Green stiff. And yeah, moving on to the card. The main card. Kai Asakura takes on Tim Dirty Bird Elliott. He's a mean, cheating son of a bitch. You know, I got Tim Elliott to lose this one by KO in the first round. I think Kai Asakura is going to flatline KO him in the end of the first round. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I think they're going to be scrapping it out. I think Elliott's going to strike with him. I have no idea why. I have a big feeling he's going to be forced to strike with Asakura on the feet in the first round. And I think when Asakura is really twitchy, bouncy, I think this is going to be a bounce back round 1 KO for him. I think if Kai Asakura never got fed to Pantoja right at the start, he'd be a promising prospect in the division. I think he's just got lethal striking, bro. And I think he KOs Tim Elliott, bro. I'm going to say he KOs Tim Elliott with a lead knee. I'm going to say he throws the right hand into a lead knee, step in. And I think he's going to rock Elliott really fucking bad. And I think he's going to just put him away with strikes. Kai Asakura does a lot of damage. And he has a lot of power, man. He's got a lot of fucking power. And I just think Elliott's taken a lot of damage in his career, and I just think this is a striker where the damage, and it's been a long time since Elliott's fought a guy that has power like Asakura does. If we go to Tim Elliott's record, his last couple of fights, Sumu Duerji, nope, not even close to fucking Asakura's power. Chimaev literally hits like a bitch. Victor Altamirano hits like a bitch. Tagira Lembekov hits like a bitch and still rocked him. Mateus Nicolau doesn't hit that hard. Jordan Espinoza hits like a bitch. Ryan Benoit hits like a bitch. Bro, all these guys hit like bitches, bro. Kai Asakura hits like a monster. And I think he's going to absolutely lay a hammer onto Tim Elliott's chin. And I think he knocks him out in the first round. Moving on up to the spectacle. MVP. Moving on to his next middleweight scrap. I think this is a real problem for MVP. I think this fight can be really bad for MVP. MVP got muscled around in the clinch a lot by Ian Gary. And, you know, I think MVP's going to do real well in this fight. I think he's going to get caught. But I think he's going to survive. I'm going to say MVP wins this fight by a 29-28 unanimous decision where he wins the first 2 rounds and then gets fucked up in the 3rd round. I think Jared's going to use a lot of calf kicks to fuck up MVP's skinny-ass legs up. Jared has fucking dangerous leg kicks. I really do want to pick Jared. I just really do. But I can't pull the trigger. MVP, I know this fight is not going to be on the ground. And I know this fight's going to be on the feet for more than 15 minutes. If it is, MVP wins. That's just how it is. I'm going MVP, man, to win this one by split decision, 29-28. I think he's going to really badly get hurt by Jared in the 3rd round. I think Jared's going to have this guy on skates in the 3rd round, but MVP is going to survive. I think MVP is going to win 29-28. Maybe he makes it look clean. Maybe he makes it look like an undamaged decision where he just does his thing. Classic MVP style. MVP is so boring, so he can just make this fight really boring and win the fight. But I think he's losing. I think he's going to beat Jared by decision. 29-28. Moving on up the card. Carlos Prates takes on Jeff Neal. Alex, smoke a cigarette. Mr. Cigarette, he's gonna win. I think Mr. Cigarette's gonna win by, I'm gonna say he wins this one by 29-28. Unanimous decision where he drops Neal in the first round. Neal drops him in the 3rd. Or not drops him, rocks him in the 3rd. And Neal's like coming back. I just think Prates is going to land a big step-in knee in the first round. Like a step-in, like high knee. Just right on the chin of Neal. I always say Neal's the unstoppable black guy, so he'll take the shot. He'll keep on trucking. I think Prates is going to land some dangerous punches on. I don't know. This is going to be a fight where like people are like, what the fuck is Jeff Neal's chin made out of? I think Prates is going to be bombing on Jeff Neal's chin at some points, but I don't think he's going to get him out of there. And I think he's actually going to win this one by decision or a 3rd round TKO. I'm kind of tempted to pick Prates by TKO. But Jeff is a tough ass motherfucker. Oh my God, this yawning. And he doesn't really get hurt. So, I'm going to say Carlos Prates wins this one by 30-27 decision. Maybe he gets hurt, but I think he's going to outstrike Jeff Neal for all 3 rounds. Hardly kick him from range. Hardly strike him out from range as well. And I think he's just going to be way faster in this fight. And I think in 3 rounds he's not gassing. He didn't gas out in the Ian fight until the 4th round. Even though that fight was extremely low output. He's had higher output fights before that. I think he's going to win. Decision, 30-27. Moving on up the card. If they fought when they were supposed to fight on the Miami card, I would have picked Prates by knockout. But moving on up the card, Lerone Murphy. He's back. You ugly cunt. You ugly cunt, Lerone. Fuck Lerone Murphy. I'm picking him, though. I'm actually picking Lerone to beat Aaron Pico. Fuck Aaron Pico, bro. This guy's getting destroyed, bro. I have a feeling, bro, like, this is going to be the one time I pick Lerone Murphy. Oh, I've always picked Lerone, but fucking I always pick enviously against Lerone. Fuck Lerone. He's just stick and move merchant. I think this fight is 3 rounds, but I'm hearing that it's 5. So if it's 5, I'm very confident this is a Lerone win. If it's 3, I'm still confident it's a Lerone win. I think Lerone's going to win this fight by 29-28 decision or 48 or 49-46 decision if it's a 5-rounder. I think Lerone Murphy's going to win, bro. I think he's going to stick and move better than Aaron Pico does. Aaron Pico has wins against straight cans, bro. Cans of the highest degree. Aaron Plectogram has fought fuck all. And, dude, I think Henry Corrales is trash. Pedro Calvario is shit. James Gonzalez is trash. Adley Edwards is garbage. Butt cheeks, okay, he beat a 12-0 guy. Justin Gonzalez, give him that. But look at these wins. 13-8. He lost to a 12-0. He lost to Adam Borish, flying knee. Like, people forget. I can actually see Lerone knocking out Aaron Pico because I think after the first round, Aaron's fucked. I'm going to be going Lerone Murphy by 20 or 30-27 decision. Actually, I'll say 29-28 because I think he's going to get cracked, dude. I think, fucking Lerone. I can't avoid you fucking being shit. He is not elite. He is not one of the best in the world. But he will beat Aaron Plectogram. If Aaron Pico beats him, what the fuck, Lerone? You just proved how shit you were. But I'm going Aaron Pico to lose by a decision, 29-28. I think he rocks Lerone in the first round. Lerone stick and move merchants his way to the second and third and gets it done, man. I think Lerone Biff, he's going to be like, 17-0. What now? 17-0, motherfuckers. Bro, I think Lerone gets destroyed by Evloev, Gene Silva, Lopez, Volk, fucking everyone. I think everyone beats this guy at fucking 145, bro, in the elite, like top 5 of it. But we got to go to the main event. Dricus, Duplesis. I'm obviously going to do a bigger breakdown for Lerone and Khamzat and Dricus. Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Duplessis, the fight I've been thinking about for almost 4 months now. This is the hardest fight to call, in my opinion, in the last 2 years of MMA. This is closer than Holloway Ilya, Ank Pereira Adesanya won. I don't know who the fuck to pick, bro. I have no clue. It's so close, bro. Something about this DDP by plot armor. But then something about Chimaev's skill, bro. I don't know. I just don't know, bro. As the early lean before I do my main event breakdown, I am going to be leaning Khamzat Chimaev to get the fight done by decision win. I think he'll win the first 2, lose like the 3rd, 4th, and then drop Dricus in the 5th. I think it will be a great fight. I think that's going to be an amazing one. Let's get right into your bets. I'm going to be going with Khamzat Chimaev in your main event, Lerone Murphy in your co-main, Carlos Prates in your feature, MVP down under, Kai Asakura as well. I'm going with Gerald Mershart. We're going with Lupita Godinez, Chase Hooper, Edson Barbozi, Brian Battle, Karine Silva, Alibi Idris, Besengar Sursakayev, and lastly, Daniil Donchenko to finish off my card predictions. Let's get right into the fucking bets. Guys, I got some bangers for you. So, let's do what we always do. My underdog of the night is going to be Lerone Murphy. I think it's free money, dude. I think Aaron Pico has one punch to win this fight, and I don't think he can land it. Not on a guy like Lerone. Guys, literally featherweight Leon. You're not getting him out of there. I think Lerone Murphy's going to win this one by decision, and he's my underdog of the night, bro. I think Lerone's the best value as an underdog. I think he's upwards of plus 150 on some sites now. It's ridiculous. What the fuck are they seeing in Aaron Pleito? I know he's got good boxing, good wrestling. Lerone's got amazing wrestling himself, and he's the stick and move merchant king. There's no way he's losing this one. I'm going Lerone Murphy as my underdog of the night. We're going to go quickly to my channel. Go to view channel. We're going to go to posts, and we're going to go here. So my 3 money line plays, guys, are going to be for this card. I'm going to be giving you guys good odds on this card because there's not many heavy favorites. I'm going to be going Besengar Susakayev by KO. Oh, no, money line. I'm going to give you guys Diego Ferreira money line at like minus 150, which is insane. And I'm going to give you guys Alibi Idris money line. Those are my 3 money line locks. Next up, my lock of the card. My overall lock of the card. Who the fuck do I think has 0 chance of losing? I think it's Besengar. I think Besengar is going to win. I don't know who this guy is. I know it's 4 days notice. I think Besengar's got this shit, dude. I'm trusting Besengar. He's got to break this record. 4 days, 2 wins. I got this. Or not, Besengar's got this, not me. I'm going to go Besengar Sursakayev as my lock of the card. I think he wins this one by TKO in the first round. Let's go Besengar. Yeah, let's check what's next. We've got the dog of the card, which I already gave out to you guys, which is Lerone Murphy. I'll give these all out to you guys later. The round over or under bet is going to be an interesting one, and it's a plus money one for you guys. Khamzat Chimaev and Duplesis to go over 2.5 rounds. I think this fight is going over 2.5 rounds, and I think it's going to be a very sweaty first 2 rounds. But I think Khamzat Chimaev is going to be able, or not going to be able to get Duplesis out of there in time. And I think he wins the decision, and I think if Dricus wins, it's a late TKO or a decision. So I think this over 2.5 at plus 108 is amazing. I think it's plus 110 now. It was plus 180 earlier. But it's ridiculous. The lines have changed, so jump on that shit. Still an underdog right now as I'm looking. We're going to be taking the Khamzat Chimaev and Duplesis main event scrap to go over 2.5 rounds. The no distance and distance bet, we're going to be going. You know what, guys? I really like the odds on. I really like the odds on fucking Diego Ferreira and Bobby Green fight not to go the distance. I think Bobby Green gets knocked the fuck out. I think Bobby Green loses this fight cold, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know what? Let's do Lerone and Aaron goes the distance. I'm going to do a second one on this fight. I think Lerone and Aaron Pico is going to go the distance. Only way I lose this shit is if Aaron Pico knocks him out in the first round. Outside of that, I think we're good. I think Lerone Murphy's going to win the decision. I think if Aaron Pico wins, it's a first round KO. I'm going to say Aaron Pico loses, though, clearly. So I'm going to go with that as my distance bet. I'm going... I put Holland and D-Rod no distance. Look how good I did on this card outside of that. Fuck, dude. I did good as fuck on this card. Look at that. Cycle A. Crude sub, hit. Max decision, hit. Dulatov KO, hit. Yeah, we don't stop hitting. So, yeah. The last thing is the cycle A. So, the cycle parlay, guys, for you. Fuck. This is a hard one. We're going to be taking Kai Asakura by knockout. Damn, I don't see a lot of... I'm going to take Khamzat Chimaev, I guess, by sub. No, man. Because I think he's going to win by decision. So... Oh, I know exactly what we're doing now. We're going to be going Kai Asakura by knockout. Gerald Meerschaert by submission. And Lupita Godinez by decision. I think this is a pretty good parlay. For a cycle parlay. It's fucking crazy because we got women's MMA in there. But yeah, it's because we don't got the odds for Alibi Idris and them and Dani Donchenko. We don't have any of these odds as well as the Brisanger fight. So got to work with what I can. And those are your bets, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be doing the main event and co-main event breakdowns later on today. I cannot fucking tell you guys how hyped I am for this fight. Fuck yes, that poster's sick. I need to get that fucking poster. Khamzat Chimaev and Duplesis goes down this fucking Saturday. See you guys then and see you guys after the card. Hopefully it's another fantastic betting night for us. We are now 9 for 8 cards of profit. The only card we've lost on in the last 9 cards has been Tatsuro Taira and Hyunsung Park, and which we lost every parlay by like 1 leg, which was fucking hideous and brutal. But then came back with one of the best betting nights of all time against Anthony Hernandez and Roman Stolidze. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to go great on picks. Peace.